Hello, everybody. Welcome back. We're back. We're back. We're all over the place. Um, Tonight's going to be a little different than every other night. Um, Jordan's going to be coming in a little bit. Jen's going to be rotating in. I know, Jen, just give me a second. I can see you. Just relax. Tonight, we're also going to have Jen rotating through. There's a lot of merch that needs to get out. So Jen's going to be kind of doing a couple of things at once. And I also have your cord up here too, by the way, Jen. So anyway, let me bring in Jen right now. Welcome in, everybody.
Hello.
Dave's very small.
Yeah, I know. I don't have a background. I couldn't figure it out, so we're just gonna deal with it.
You're crackly.
Oh, of course, because I'm on the other phone. So now I gotta switch phones. So take me out and I'll be right back.
She's gone. Anyway, so this video feed behind us, since it was just brought up, this was as we were leaving Miami. I shot this. So all the footage that you're going to see tonight, all of it is from what we just did. We just did Disney Magic. It was epic. I got to tell you right now, we had so much fun. I don't even know where to begin. So tonight we're also going to have, like I said, George's going to come in. We're going to talk about some of the things that went on this week in travel, both with Disney, not with Disney, some of the things that are going on. But obviously, we're going to recap a little bit. Thank you, Andy. Hi, everybody, by the way. Steve and Andy, Earth Citizen. What's happening? Let's see. Stevie Lee, Sarah, hello. And of course, we have to highlight these things because if not, we're bad people. Boom. And thank you, Fifi. We truly, truly appreciate you guys. Our partner channel is in the house, everybody. Sam will be 12. What's up, dude? Good to see you as well. Diana, hello there. Welcome in, everybody. Roni, hello, everybody. It is so good to be back with you guys. We had a great time. Yeah, I sent it to him, Stevie. Thank you. So much happened. So much fun stuff, went on. I've got some video clips. I'm going to try to play them while I can since I've got them loaded in a different program. So let's do this while we're sitting here. One of the new things about the boat when it came back from dry dock was the Encanto experience, which we did a live stream. We were able to live stream a lot from the boat, which I was shocked, and Castaway Cay. I was really shocked how much we could pull off with streaming. So I think I figured out how to do it. I talked to a bunch of people before we went on the second one, and I think they were right. I think we figured it out, and I'm not telling anybody. So here was a little bit of the Encanto experience. It's called the Encanto Celebration. The theater itself, it's a lot of kids stuff. You'll see in a second, Bella was very, very into what we were doing. It was kind of amazing. Did Fifi just give us a super chat again? Fifi, you're killing me right now. Fifi, thank you. And yes, thank you. We appreciate you guys. And there's Bella going nuts on the drums, right? So she's kicking it. Let me get to this in just a second. So you can see Bella in the background. She's the only one dancing. She's the one flailing around. She's having a blast. The Encanto experience is really cool because Mirabelle and Bruno, which you'll see Bruno in a second. She's the only one dancing. She's the one flailing around. Oh, you got feedback.
Yeah, it's because I had to see what was going on. We're good now.
So that was Encanto. Encanto is cool. For the kids, that was definitely good. Deanna, let's try and speak in English. I'm just not speaking anymore because Dave's tiny again. What do we pay for internet for both phones? It was a lot.
Really, no.
So I mean, it was a good amount of money. I want to say a couple of $100. I mean,
something like that is well worth it. So if you need the internet, it's well worth it. I mean, we got the best package because we were streaming. If you're not using it for what we used it for, I would say get the middle package. I would never get the lower one. Like I think it's just a waste of your money. It's just like, here, take my money. So
agreed. Yeah, and then we also brought some other equipment that we will keep top secret because I think we figured this whole thing out. So, Erica W,
And
thank you so much, everybody. Happy Father's Day. We appreciate you guys.
oh,
Thank you. There he is.
there he is.
There he is, our sergeant at arms. What's up? Freshly home. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you, JT, as well. So everybody, welcome in,
Thank
Jill.
you.
Hello, everybody.
These are just the regular DCL ones with the colors. And Dave got his Captain Mickey shirt. But yeah, this I love these ears. I like them better than the Shimmering Seas ears, which I have, which I won't wear. So
Yeah. So I mean, let me just say this: it was a totally different experience than the Wish. They're two totally different boats. You were talking about the newest boat and the oldest boat, and I think the number one difference was our weather this trip. You'd have to admit was perfect. Our weather was perfect.
phenomenal.
Whether it was by design by the captain, whatever. But let me tell you something. This one was knocked out of the park. We were on deck two. We were midship, so we were very low to the water. So we knew about the water before anybody else did. So what it is that it was a very smooth ride. Very rarely did you notice you were out on the water. You didn't know. So, what was your thought? Wish versus Magic.
Magic was a smoother ride for sure. I guess because it was a longer trip. Um, I don't know. Like I don't like the Wish. Don't get me now. If Bella was here, she would tell you that the kids club and on the Magic blew the Wish out the door. It was a better. They had two separate areas for the kids. That was the Imagineering Lab and the Imagineering Club, and so they alternated late night between the two. They were both open till midnight, which was nice. While the other one was, I think, till only 11. Um, but no, I don't like. They were just two different, totally different experiences. We had that weather with the Wish, and we had some incidences. Thank you, Fifi. But it was two different, totally different trips. That's all I'm gonna say. So
They really were. They were, and there were good and bad to both. I mean, you
yeah,
could also tell the age of the ship.
the
There's
food
no doubt
was
about it.
better on the Wish. I think the food was better.
The food was better on the Wish. I agree. Uh,
Um, yeah,
the staterooms, obviously, look, it's a 25-year-old boat. I have no idea. It just came out of dry dock, but I can tell you right now, they did not upgrade the interiors.
those
Uh,
bathroom and the bathrooms in the Magic are really,
don't even get
really
me started. Like, I can't even believe you just brought up the bathrooms because I'm going to
oh,
tell you right now. Um,
so
all right.
tiny.
All right. So I have to say this because
Oh no.
I can get away with this. I'm amongst FPE family. So this is how you make a bathroom in the Disney Magic. You take three spackle buckets, you cut holes in two of them, and then you put a Ryobi wet vac with a 90-degree turn, and then you cut out the hole of the top of the lid. And that's your toilet. And let me tell you something. I was happy to be home. The one
Oh
thing
no.
to be about.
What? Something just happened. Hold on. It's not for some reason. Chat's
My
not
turn.
up. There we go. Where are you going? It's oh God. I have to get a drink. I'm dying. Oh my God.
Oh, crew, you're killing me right now. And you wonder why I kept telling you we missed having you here because when am I going to Top Gun? You're freaking killing me, dude. Is Top Gun underwater? Because if it is, I'm on. Um, so Marie, they're two separate rooms. One, and we're gonna have videos coming out for like the next 2 weeks, 3 weeks of the ship, of the different things. Like we're gonna release a bunch of stuff. And so basically they're two different rooms, and on one side is it's. Let me put it this way: I had to turn sideways because my shoulders would not fit through the door. Now that's also true about getting in the room. So I had to turn sideways. Oh, don't worry, Stevie. I have like, and
In
not only
the
that,
room prior to being used.
yeah. So I turned sideways and I kind of scoot, and you kind of crab walk in to the bathroom, and literally you can't bend over in there. Like if you bend over, your butt's hitting the wall and your face is hitting the mirror. It's that tight.
And the design of the shower, they have this obtruding shelf handle thing and no matter how thin you are, Bella even whacked into it, no matter how skinny, how small you are, there's just, it's just a dumb placement. And
They could have utilized the
it's
whole
an older
front wall.
ship, that's all I'm going to say, because I've been on older ships like years ago. They were very similar. They had this, we're lucky there's two separate entities. There's a commode and a sink, and then there's the sink and the shower in two different rooms. It's not one one place, which a lot of ships have. So
You're not at one with the universe. But that's the
no.
thing, though. Like it got to be kind of stupid. It was like I had a
Jill's
hard
on
time with
point with that. That's really funny.
Yeah, I had a hard time with it though. There's no doubt. Um, but again, the ship itself was really nice. I enjoyed it. One of the things I wanted to announce here was I did 10 and a quarter laps around the fitness deck, one of my 5Ks.
Steamboat Willie, woohoo!
So one is down. Um, People were skinnier 25 years ago. Watch it, Wheeler. I'll throw you overboard. But it had nothing to do with that. It really was because of where they protruded this handicap bar and the like basically it was like a wire soap dish. It came out and it made it so that you were constantly touching the shower curtain, and it was really really bad. So that was really annoying. So the bathroom was a pain, but other than that, having a connecting room, which was not by choice, that proved to be interesting. Um, so thank you everybody.
Mm.
Uh, but the portal was huge. We have tons of video, tons of shots that we're going to do to kind of show you guys some of that stuff. When Jen bounces out, because she's going to be doing stuff, and so like I have videos that I can load and show you guys, kind of tell you what's going on. She's going to listen and then kind of bounce back in and out because we have a lot of stuff to process. Not only was there the stuff before we went, but there was the stuff on the boat, and then we also hit a character warehouse stream on the way home because we're insane. Um, but I think it was a different. I had nothing to do with it. Uh, I think the experience overall, though, you would say it was a solid A, wouldn't you?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I mean, it really was. It was amazing. The Encanto. I'm going to say this: the Encanto was really cool for the kids. It was something that was finally designed for kids, and it was a good idea. It was a good theme. Soul Cat. That one, swing and a miss, strike two. Yeah. What do you? Let me ask the question. No worries, Jordan. You take your time, brother. Don't even sweat it. When you think Soul Cat Lounge, you think the movie, you think all these things. What kind of music do you think you're going to hear in the Soul Cat Lounge?
Not what we were hearing that night for sure.
So yeah.
So I thought they were gonna have like a jazz, like a jazz band come in or piano player, just kind of like swoon, even like a little Billy Joel action going on, something very New Yorkish. No, it was like they had a different group there every night, and it was the same band, and they were like a very eclectical mix, funk. Yeah, no jazz. I couldn't even find anybody doing jazz.
No.
I was like,
There was
okay.
in Keys the one night when we were looking for something fun to do, we found Keys, which is a piano bar. It was kind of like slow jazz. But let me just say this.
It was in the adult section. It's a little too slow.
Yeah. So Mike Wheeler. It wasn't that it was the Wish was bad. The Wish broke. If they had let us off the boat, it would have been fine. It was an overall great experience, only because we were there with FB community. That's what made it epic. Um, so crew, of course, you should have been there, but you had other things to do. No, I'm just kidding. So basically, you'd assume that you're going to hear some jazz. You're going to assume that there's that kind of environment. One of the nights, Jen and I, Bella wanted to go to kids club like every waking moment, so she spent a lot of time there. And so that freed Jen and myself up to go look around the boat. We went to the adult section on the boat. It's where we went and hung out a lot of the time. It's where one of the nicest views on the boat is a smoking section off of the front of the boat, which was beautiful. And when you went up there, I have some videos that I'm be releasing from up there. It really was. It was gorgeous. Um, but yeah, it wasn't really what we expected when it came to the night aspect. The comedian was hysterical, though.
The community is great. Now it seems like the boat shuts down except one place in the adult area until like I think they're open until like 1ish. But the person that hosts all that, anyway, we'll go on from there. But the funniest thing I think we saw was the silent rave where they handed out the headphones and you had 5 different channels to listen to music. So Dave and I were just watching everybody and it's all silent and they're singing pour some sugar on me. And I was like, oh boy. It was really Dave has some great shorts from that.
Don't miss those videos. Those are coming out soon.
Hilarious.
And yeah, it's bad. And it's really funny. And I will tell you right now, it's absolutely hysterical. And if you are just coming in, hit that like button. And if you are new here, please subscribe. So, that was kind of funny. So, like, his name was Taylor Mason, wasn't it?
Yes, you got it right.
I didn't call him Taylor Swift.
No!
So Taylor Mason was the comedian. He was really funny. He was really good.
He's a ventriloquist as well. He won, for those of you, I'm going to date myself. Remember Star Search? He actually won that, like won the big prize. He was funny. He stretched the limits as much as he could on a Disney cruise doing comedy, I would say. And
I think he went pretty far.
He did because he had the dummy on his hand, so it was pretty easy. It's like Jeff Dunham. Go as far as you want with the puppet. Don't say it yourself.
Crew was not there.
What?
You said he had a dummy on his hand.
He's not a dummy.
Crew, that was a good one. Oh, right now Crew's so pissed.
Yeah, like what?
Crew's like, oh, I hate you. So anyway, all in all, so there was a question about the food. The food was. Let me put it to you this way. It was really weird. The first day on the boat, the food was atrocious. It was a train wreck. Like we went into food gross. Like we were really, really worried. And then the first night we went to Animator's Palette. It was fantastic. Like the food the first night was unbelievable. The second night we were at Rapunzel's. It was okay.
It was okay.
Great. The meat was good, but the rest of the meal, desserts were always fantastic. I have videos next Saturday. Next Saturday, we're going to do a total dive in on the food. Tonight was just kind of like tell you guys what happened, kind of like a recap of the Wish. Obviously, there was no drama, thankfully. But next week, we're going to have images of the food and all the other stuff. So this way, we can kind of break it down, really deep dive in. Tell you guys what are you looking at? What's the expense of this? Because as travel agents, we also want to tell you guys what does it cost? What were the extras that had to be paid for? What did what happens? So we want to break that down for you guys. But what was your favorite part of the cruise?
My favorite part of the cruise. Wow. I mean, I enjoyed the whole thing.
You sound like a kid.
No, I do. I liked the Rapunzel show.
Yeah.
I like the Rapunzel show.
At least you got to see it.
Why did you not?
Behind me.
No, not the dinner. The show. The broad.
Oh, you mean the Tangled?
Tangled the musical. Yeah, I'm sorry. Tangled the musical is really good. It's a really good show. The other ones we didn't go and see. It was like the comedian one night, and the other. Bella wanted to see Rapunzel, so it was like perfect. So we were able to do other things while she was in kids club prior to dinner. Um, I'm gonna say the shopping was not great. There wasn't as much as what I thought there should be. Their shops are like the Wish's shops actually blow it out of the water. There's so many more shops on the Wish, and I did like going to Castaway. I had a nice day there, just chilling on the beach. So that
Yeah,
was nice.
and to the point about the shopping aspect, what's really funny is, um, I think the thing that blew my mind was when I tried to engage them about it, how unreceptive they were, or not receptive they were. Um, I was just blown away by it, and it was like there's nowhere on the commercial that says there's Theo. There's no place in the commercial that says merch is limited to boats or it's on certain cruise lines. So we're expecting the entire shimmering seas, and we get on there and there's 5 pieces of merch. Okay, but other than that, I would say
They
my
had plenty.
favorite part.
I mean, they had plenty of these. So
What did you? I wanted a
and
spirit jersey.
yeah, I know. And then these were very plentiful. Obviously, mine's still wrapped.
Yeah.
But at the end of the cruise, they were unwrapping them, putting more out.
I don't know. I
Christine's
mean,
card loved the shops on the cruise. I have to say, she absolutely.
yeah, and it was hard to find even magic merch, which I was kind of surprised. You would assume that this is the first boat, it's the boat that started it. It would have had some specialty things about it. But I mean, that's why I was happy I got this. And I mean,
You got the Goofy Magic. You got the Magic Spirit jersey with Goofy painting.
I did. So, and I
Um,
mean, we did some of those things that where we got cool merch, and that was one of the reasons I decided we needed a live stream, because here we all thought we were getting this cool merch, and it wasn't there. And I said to Jen, I'm like, I know we said we weren't going to do this, but we got to, and we've got to show everybody what's here and what you can't get in the park. And I saw something about what was the difference. To be honest, the prices were all over the place.
the
Um,
prices, if it was park merch, it was very close to the park. What it is, the only difference for us is I don't get my AP on it. So if Bella saw something I know is in the park and it's plentiful, I was like, yeah, let's just wait till we get home. And because, but she basically picked out boat merch. Like she picked out a stuffed Duffy, Captain Duffy.
Bye, Jen. So anyway, well, Jen is gone for a minute because not quite sure how we lost her.
What happened?
I didn't do it.
I didn't do it either.
It's all your fault.
It was weird.
So anyway, but I mean the new things that they did in dry dock, which was that one lounge. That was the lounge that I found upstairs. That we said that was underwhelming. The adults area, they don't enforce it at all. So there's kids in there, which is fine. Like, but I mean, they weren't rowdy and they weren't noticeable, so that was cool.
Well,
The,
to their point, there's a shop for kids in the adult section.
yeah,
So it's got all the costumes and stuff that you'd use to go to make your appointment at Bibbidi Bobbidi to go into. It's had the princess
yeah,
dresses, pirate costumes in there, and I was like, oh, because I couldn't understand why the store was never open, and I'm like, oh, it's only open 2 hours a day. I don't need anything in here, so
yeah. So I mean, and that was a lot of what it was, right? I mean, it was going to the. We finally found a great place for coffee, and so we just went nuts in there. So coffee was great. The theater was awesome. We had a lot of fun. Our serving staff was probably the best. If you're ever lucky enough to get yoga, um, wow, what an incredible thing! What I think the surprise was the first night, because they didn't tell us really anything, which I thought was amazing. We show up for dinner and we're expecting our table, and we walk over and they're walking us to a table with another family, and I'm like, really? Okay. I'm like, what's up, Captain Tuttle?
oh,
So
that makes sense, Diana. The yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
it does make sense. Um, I wonder what shopping will be. Marie, it'll be very similar to the Wish. It'll be phenomenal.
The treasure
Uh,
should be. Yeah,
Yeah, the
like
treasure is going to be off the hook. Plus, it's going to take you to Lighthouse Point, I think. It's going to be crazy. But yeah, I mean, I forgot what I was talking about, but
I don't know.
the food was great. The serving staff was awesome. Oh, it was about being at a table with another family, and I was blown away by it because I was like, were we bad? Like, didn't what's up, CJ? He got off the boat the day we got on. So I was like, were we bad? Like, were we not supposed to do this? And turns out they were cool people. So we were super fortunate. Their daughter was the same age as Bella, 1 year
And
behind.
they live in Miami, so it's not like
They
they
live
live
in
like in
Miami,
another
so that was cool.
abandoned state or something.
And they were super, mellow. So it was nice to actually have that ability to sit there and chat. So that was cool. But then we all very quickly realized we had the worst table on the boat. And it was like when I release some of the videos, you guys are going to be astonished with where they sat us for dinner. There was one
Like
point I
Lumiere.
I jokingly asked them for a uniform because I had to go back and help. Like we were so close to the kitchen, I could have been staff.
So they rotate your dining schedule. There are three dining rooms. So we were in Animator's Palette and Lumiere's twice. So the second time we were in Lumiere, now Lumiere's it's Beauty and the Beast themed, but there's no Beauty and the Beast show, or there's just a beautiful mural on the wall, and the chandeliers have roses in them and that kind of deal. So the second night was Pirates. So the first night we go in, literally this man had a tray that probably weighed about 50 pounds, and it missed Dave's head by that much. So we were
I
like in the
felt it.
corner where they came out to bring the food. So the second night we were in there, the wait staff's like, "Oh, Miss Jennifer," she's like, "We have your best table. Come on, we're going to the best table in the house." I go, "Why? Because we have the mural behind us." Like, no.
It was unbelievable. Every single night we were sat at the wait staff or at the waiter station.
Oh yeah.
I could have reached back and put my dishes away.
Oh yeah.
So, I mean, it was that was the one thing that I would say I didn't like, was the fact that, it basically it was just that part of the experience was bad. And when I went to guest services because we had an issue in the room, and I went to them, I got totally blown off. So there were a lot of things where it was like, okay, I see. All right, I get how it is. Now, I will say this: one of the things that I can't wait for is to go on another cruise line to have something to compare it to. Yeah, Joe, we had another family,
We
so it
had
was
a
us.
family of three, so it
Yeah,
was, and they yeah, they had a 10-year-old daughter, and they were like our age, so it was kind of cool. So
yeah. So there was no. I mean, if they had been like jerks, like it would have been like I would have been like, no, you need to find me another table. Um, but they didn't tell us that we were going there. So like I'm expecting to sit down. Like I'm not looking to entertain anybody. I didn't really want to talk. Like I wanted to sit there and eat and like talk to my wife and kid. And I found myself sitting there going, and then it was like once we all started talking, and we realized, they were really good people. We really enjoyed them.
when
We kept
when
running.
you tell people when you're Dave and I, and you tell people what you do for a living, they're like, oh, so then they just are like,
Well, it was funny because I would like at first like I didn't want to say anything to like about like live streaming. I didn't want them to get weirded out. They got a kid sitting at the table, but I'm sitting there shooting B-roll footage. Um, it's CJ.
exact.
I'm on the back of the boat.
And there's a family that keeps coming in too. It's kind of weird. So exactly,
They're,
CJ.
they're photobombing.
Yes.
Um, so it was it was a different experience, but it was cool. But here I am. I'm shooting all this footage and everything, and finally the guy he's like looking at me, and I'm like, okay, like we do live streaming, and I need footage for videos and reviews, and immediately they're like, "Wait, you do what?" And it's like,
Come
ah,
on.
here we go.
Come on, you were trying not to say it, and I find it's like we're YouTube live streamers. We have a concierge business, and we're travel agents, and they're like, oh, so it's like they realized we were using like what we were doing was not like oh you're YouTube live streamers.
Yeah, it was kind of like okay, and then like it wasn't like I expected it, but you always know the questions are coming, and I was like, I just wanted to eat a lot of food. So, but it turns out they were really cool. It was a lot of fun. We had a great time. We ran into them a bunch, including on Castaway after Dave turned purple. Um, Dave went from normal colored skin to purple in about 4.5 hours. That was fun. Then went back on the boat and got under the covers and shook for 3 hours before dinner. That was great. So there was that. But I would say, everything was awesome. I mean, the one thing that I would say is a little underwhelming. Hey, Kate, is Castaway Key? I expected more Disney. I felt like I wanted to walk on the island and feel like I was in Jurassic Park of Disney. I wanted to like literally just have Disney just thrown up all over the island. So I kind of felt like I was looking for that a little bit more. But other than that, I thought it was a cool place. I loved the way it was set up. It was beautifully done. The food at lunch, I got to be honest with you, was not spectacular. Uh, it was what's up, Wasco? What's up, Joe? Thank you, by the way. Um, it was like the hamburger. Oh, by the way, if you don't like birds, lunch was a nightmare
Oh, on
because
Castaway, yes,
this
it is.
one's sitting here like with I think she stole a broom from one of the cast members and was running around waving it at the birds. But the birds try and steal your food while you're eating. And so like the hamburgers were like flip-flop material. So they were gross. The wing the buffalo the why can't I think of what they're called?
Ribs.
Thank you.
Ribs.
Sounds like teeth chattering.
Yes.
So the ribs were fantastic. Um, and then we started live streaming from there, I think. I'm
Yes.
pretty yeah.
After lunch.
So you missed like the eating of the lunch. But I mean it was good. It just wasn't great. Like some of the sides were better than the actual meal itself. But I mean they had good drinks on the island. They had, some awesome ice cream, great shopping. It's very much spread out. I think the one thing most people don't realize, and maybe you did and I didn't, the island's quite big.
It's a big island, yeah.
But you don't
Because
get
we
that
didn't explore
impression.
part of it, so because we had the kid with us, so
Yeah. But I mean, it's not even something that you think about, though. Even the
no.
two areas that we could go to, um,
Take the
it's a
tram.
yeah, it's a big island. Like you can say what you want, but it's well sized. I mean, it's good size. And then what's really funny is I realized that Disney had done something intentional, and that is in every park you have something that's about 200 feet tall as the icon. Well, once they back the cruise ship in, that becomes the focal point, and it's pretty cool because it can be seen almost anywhere. So it's kind of a neat thing. Um, I don't have my Mickey ears up here. Actually, do I? Hold on. Where are they?
I
Oh,
don't think
they're in my stormtrooper helmet. So I don't
and
think I
you'll
have.
blend it too.
I don't think here. I'll go like this. So, um, yeah. But other than that, I mean, it was a really really good trip. Like, is there anything that you wanted to kind of point out other than some of the things that because I know I went kind of quickly through it.
No, I think we covered everything at the moment. I don't No, it wasn't. Now, like I don't like we were never asked or anything. The other family we were with, they were asked apparently. It was really weird.
Yeah, I kind of feel like it was because of how I was able to book this trip that I think they were like, "Ha ha, we know what we'll do. We'll stick them with another group of people."
Because I was curious about that, but because we were three, so yeah.
and we wound up with an adjoining room. They were trying to stick me with people the whole time. I think they knew it. Um, so the cruise. Let me tell you something. The cruise beds were actually comfortable.
They're
I actually
comfortable.
slept really well. Bella's bed sucked, but our bed was good. And that was part of the issue when I went and complained to guest services. Uh, the couch was ripped; it was stained. There was all kinds of issues. I wasn't really happy about it. That I will be releasing a video on as well. So we don't go negative, but we are going to show you what there are sometimes when they miss the mark a little bit. I mean, it's going to happen no matter where you are. I mean, you're talking 4,000 people going on every 5 days. You're going to have something going on. Besides Rapunzel and Encanto, was there any other good shows? There were shows. We didn't go to most of them.
I think ventriloquist would have been really good. He was just the first day, and it was just we were just trying to get acclimated and to the boat. But he probably would have been a good show. They did a Cinderella. It was like a twist in time or something. So it was kind of like a play on Cinderella, like a what if thing.
We heard it was
Um,
horrible.
I heard it was not that good. What was the one in the last night? Disney Dreams? Is that what
Disney
it was?
Dreams, which I think we saw on the Wish.
Yeah, so that's like a really good show that has a lot of different characters. Um, but
Twice
there's
Charmed. Thank you, CJ.
Twice Charmed. Okay, thank you. See, I knew it was a twist in time because I know there's a Cinderella, like what do you call it? One of the sequels is something like that. Trying to think. Other than that, I mean, there's a
Well,
lot of live musicians throughout the boat.
Well, and
But
that's the thing is that there is so much going on throughout the boat. Sometimes they don't post it. Now it was kind of annoying. And I would say this to you: I'm not sure I'm going to do the eight on a Disney cruise. I don't know that I will do an 8:15 ever again for dinner. I don't
you'd
think I'll
rather
do it. Well, I mean, if you think about it, how many nights at 8:15 were we running after dinner to try and get to what was going on deck? I mean, we ran every night.
well, no, that's
But we
no, I
were
know.
late. And so
Well,
we
it's
always had
because they
bad.
were okay. As much as our wait staff was great, it took them forever to get our stuff out for some reason. I don't know, like if it was just the order things went in, but it seemed like it just took a long time. And even when they said we're going to bump up the service, it still took a lot of time. Like that one table was gone before we even started dinner. There was a
Yes.
table.
Hey, Trish. Um, did feel rushed. So here's why. The reason that it felt that way was if you're starting service, if you're sitting, like they open the door at 8:15. So by the time we were getting done, we were getting done at 9:45 at the earliest. There were some nights we were pushing right at 10 o'clock. Like when I started streaming the night of the Pirates dinner, I streamed from the restaurant so that we could get on and just run up the stairs so that we could get up there. And I still got bad, placement for the party, which was okay because we did well enough.
You have
Uh,
to know it's a smaller deck, and there's everyone's
but if you
on
did
that
the
one.
5:15, you don't have that issue because you could get up there at 7:30
Oh, I got what you're saying.
or
Yeah.
I mean 9:30. So it's really kind of a different thing, but it was. I mean, I think I would do the 5:15 though. Like I would want to try it, and knowing the fact that we're going to do another cruise, not Disney, I want to have something to compare it to. Wi-Fi on the ship, if you bought the high package, was good. Plus, I brought two little boosters and hooked them in, and they worked. So that's how we were able to stream. Did they have buffet from?
No,
So
no for dinner.
the way that it worked, uh, so the way that it works is like this: is you sit down like we did Animator's Palette, then what Rapunzel, Lumiere's, and then we went Lumiere's Animator's Palette.
Right.
So now you didn't have to go. You could have went anywhere. Like there's Palo, there's other places you could eat on deck. Um, but it's honestly, it's a great system and it's plated. But keep in mind, the menus are a suggestion. You can literally ask for anything. I mean, I asked for scallops every night, and I got scallops every night.
Now they
Um,
don't they close the buffets open like for breakfast from 7 to like 10:45. a.m. and then lunch it opens from noon to 2. 2 is just you have to be in there, and then they slowly start closing the stations down. But there's so they'll serve lunch till like 2:30, 3 o'clock. But there is no buffet for dinner. There are some things along the pool deck like hot dogs and burgers, and like a couple other things open to like the dinner hour and late night, pizza also, but they don't, not like, because I've been on princess cruises in the past, and the buffet is always open 24 hours a day. They maybe have like a 30-minute switch over for meals like between breakfast and lunch. But other than that, you know, that's the one thing that's Disney. They want you to have the Disney experience for dining. They want you to come in and sit in the dining room and do the Disney thing. They don't want you to go to the buffets.
Now, keeping in
And a
mind
lot of
that
the people, oh, I'm sorry, and a lot of the people that are working the lunch and the breakfast are your servers at dinner, because we saw our server every day at the buffet for lunch. When and then we would see him for dinner. So the people on the cruise work their butts off. They're like, they maybe get like 5 minutes of a break. So,
and keep in mind they're not cast members, and as crew members they're contracted, so they don't actually work for Disney, which I think is kind of neat.
and I'm
They
sure
do.
NCL has more options. I would definitely say that. You know, my experience with Princess had more dining options than what was available on Disney for
Well,
dinners.
and that's kind of what we were talking about was Disney has an issue with folks like me because I live at the park. We live at the park. So we want more of this. I want to feel like, and by the way, bringing out the Shimmering Seas characters for 15 minutes for photographs when the line fills up in 50 and it's 500 people deep, it's stupid. Like these
Well,
characters should be out on deck every 20 minutes. They should be out on the pool deck at the top rail, coming running around, doing a show. Hey, everybody, here we are. Uh, there needs to be more Disney.
Well, here's the problem, and they should have specified this, because on your Disney, on your cruise app, your navigator app, they'll tell you the schedule of the characters coming out. However, they should tell you what costume they're coming out with. Be like, you had, because I saw traditional Captain Mickey, I saw Shimmering Seas Captain Mickey. Pirate Night, we're like, okay, it's gonna be, all the characters are gonna be dressed as pirates. Like, that's a no brainer. But they needed, when they, on those off nights, they need to specify what was
So,
what.
Christy, on the Disney boats, your sit down meals are everything's included unless you go to like one of the
Like
um,
Halo or Palo or
yeah,
whatever.
Apollo is extra. Coffee, like for the high end coffee, like when you would go to like Cove, you paid for that, but you didn't
To
pay
get
for
a
any
good
of the
cup of coffee, you need to pay for it.
yeah,
I recommend paying for the coffee. Like,
but you didn't pay for anything else in there. So it was just coffee. So if you
it was
wanted
just a,
pastries, pastries were free. So it was pretty cool. Now, regarding what you just said about the outfits, which I agree with, but again, if you're sitting out on the deck and it's the middle of the day, it should be like a cavalcade. They should come out, walk around the deck real quick along the top. Hey, everybody, dance, blah blah blah. Throw out a 5 minute, get it started, get your ears on, and I mean, characters should just be everywhere. You're on a Disney boat. I expect to see characters. So what it made me realize was I didn't have anything to compare it to. Therefore, I need to go compare it to other boats. So we're going to be doing some of the value cruises to give you guys some ideas as to what are the differences. We're all Disney fanatics. That's true. But what if you could go to the park and pull out a cruise for the same money? Is it worth it? So we need to have something to compare that to, and I pledge to be the guinea pig. I figured, hey, somebody's got to do it, so it should be me.
I volunteer in tribute. I'm good.
Disney, Fifi, you're paying more than that. I looked at a cruise before we went on, and I looked at it again last night. I could go on five of them to Disney's one.
Because
So
Disney, like a once a year thing, I would say for us more so than at the, like, and then we would do other cruises in between. So,
yeah,
but I know
and I think
Dave's
that
face
that's
says else what.
well,
So,
no, I mean, like I'm open to one of the things that I'm learning as as an agent is the farther out you go, the cheaper the cruise is. So like if we were to book like three of them in 2 years, they're way more affordable than they are if we booked one of them next month. So it's really kind of crazy. Christy, we're going to be doing an FPE meetup on the Disney Treasure probably October 2024. So we've got a good year and some change.
We already
Now,
have our placeholder.
we already have our placeholder, but I will say this. It seems weird to me to say it's going to be a year and a half before I go on another Disney cruise. So do I believe that's true? No. I don't believe that I'm going to wait to go on the Treasure.
No,
Just
I'm
saying.
just
I,
saying.
I'm going to just say that there's a good chance. I would say 8 months, 9 months from now, there's a good chance. I'm also, let's see, will you be comparing cruises going same place? A little bit of both, John. What I want to do is I want to do some of the, like MSC has a great pricing for their cruising, and there's 3 day, 4 day, 8 day, 11 day, and 12 day, and their 12 day was like $600. It was like $53 a person. Now there's a lot of add-ons on that cruise, but that's okay because then I can monitor how much I spend. So I want to see what's what. So like we're definitely taking an MSC, we're definitely taking a Royal. So there's going to be a couple other cruises, but that kind of falls into my time frame because I wanted to see the October FPE meetup at sea. Everybody kind of bailed on it. I think it was too short of an amount of time, which is cool. We're going to meet up in December here in Orlando. But it opened the way for I'm going to go on another boat for New Year's Eve. Jen said yes. So Jen and Belle are on board. So we're going to do a New Year's Eve cruise. I think that'll be absolutely awesome. So I think that'll be a lot of fun. I'm going to pick that out this week as well. So we got a lot of things that we're going to be doing. Bella had an incredible time. AU. She thought it was epic. As a matter of fact, I'm going to bounce Jen out real quick and show you guys this little video because it's got her in it. Let me do this. Be right back, Jen. So let's see. Did I not load it yet? That would be even funnier. All right, so there's Bella to start off with. And there's us getting on the boat. And if I lean the right way, I can actually get in there. You'll see us as we're getting in and getting on. Maybe it was in the intro. Might have been the intro that like we put that picture in. But there we are. We're getting introduced. Then you walk in, and what I kept trying to tell everybody is, look at this place. It's massive. Like it's a big thing, and it's kind of overwhelming. And there's Mickey. Hello, Mickey. And there's us back outside. Why can't I find a? Where did my? There it is. So whoops, there goes Dave. Dave went bye. Why can't I get rid of this? Go away. I can't find the other thing. That's all right. Yeah, New Year's Eve, JT would be awesome. We already have a room. December. Can't wait. Yes. Awesome. I don't like holiday cruises. Kids are everywhere, and they're not super. Yeah, and that's probably accurate, Roni. But again, we're thinking like a 3 day, and I might even try MSC again. It depends on the experience we have coming up soon. We want to check it out. So, but so we're going to be doing one. I don't know when. Like I'm going to go tell you right now, the next cruise boat that we're going on is the MSC Seaside. I'm going to give that a shot. My travel coach will be back in like 2 days. She's going to tell me all about her trip. So I can't wait to see that. More than likely, we're looking at something for October 8th. It was the same time frame. And then after in December, we're looking at that as well. So we're going to be building the travel channel up quite significantly. We're working with a marketing company to help build this up so that we can bring in more cruising people who want to talk Disney and cruises, that want more information. We're going to be having Jordan heavily involved with what we're doing. So you guys are going to get to know Jordan inside and out, which, by the way, his surgery was a success this week. He had a couple little complications after. So, he might be in tonight. It just depends on how he's feeling. Sorry, what is MSC? MSC is a cruise line. It's from Italy. They are not new over here, but in the cruising world, they're new over here. They do things a little differently, Erica, but they're super affordable. We were looking at cruises that were like 4 days, comparative to Disney. You're talking $300 for a balcony per person, and they give all kinds of like crazy credits, like free Wi-Fi or free drink packages or onboard credits. So super good deals. They do one package, which I think is the one we're going to do. It takes you down to their private island and docks overnight. So you're off the ship from 8 a.m. till midnight, and then you get up in the morning. You're still in dock, and you get back off the boat from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. and then they take you back. You wake up the next morning back in Port Canaveral. So I think that's the one that we're going to wind up doing. Dave, is there a 1 hour program? That is on Prime. Mike and I are going to watch. Awesome, Joe. And like I said, I'm going to be talking with my coach because she's literally on an MSC right now. And I told her I wanted to do it, and I think Jen and I we're gonna dive in.
Do you know what it stands for, MSC?
That's the MSC cruise itinerary I did. All right, so CJ's taken one. So CJ, would you give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down? And I would love to talk to you about it because again, it's something. There were things. Some of the restrictions was what I was interested in. Like, do you have to wear pants after 6 o'clock? In between, okay. So like, I'm curious. Like we're definitely gonna have to talk, CJ. But it for the money versus going on a Disney cruise, got to try it. I got to
It was
go
in
check it out.
okay.
Yeah, I got to check it out. But and then of course, there's always Royal. Um,
See, Diana knows. There you go.
there you go. And Captain Tuttle came in with the right answer. So there's always Royal. There's always going to be celebrity. We're going to do these things, but now that I get emails from the cruise lines and they tell me about different incentives, I can't wait. Royal is amazing. See, and that's the other thing. I want to do both, and I think we're going to do the MSC first, and then do Royal in October. I think that's what we're going to wind up doing, and that should take my Stanley Cup.
Done. Done.
And ladies and gentlemen, our partner channel's arrived. If you didn't see what he did this year, by the way, everyone, what did you gain? Like 75,000 subscribers? Because I know you did like 42 million views during hockey this year. If you guys want to see something incredible, go check out our partner channel. Sam has done something this year I think is kind of epic and amazing. Yeah, CJ, I mean, that's why we're doing this. I want to try all these things, and sounds like you need a travel agent. But yeah, a hockey cruise would be epic. Dude, Captain Tuttle loves that golf story more than any other person
He really
I've
loves
ever
the
met.
golf story. He really does.
He does. He loves it. Like I should go back and find that and snip it and just put it out just for Captain Tuttle. But parents were in Vegas on Tuesday. So.
Because the Vegas night, they closed the strip today, Jill said, because of the parade for the Knights. So
yeah, no doubt. And totally, Jill. Like we were talking with the folks that we were at the table with, that especially over in the European, over in Europe, the European cruises, you can go up the different rivers and actually stop at the vineyards on like different private houseboats and things like that. So there's so many different things available. It's super cool, but it's always about making sure that we're providing you guys Um, and now she's left the house. That's great. Um, we want to tell you guys the good, the bad, and the ugly. I mean, it's not going negative because I won't ever do negative unless like I see something that's just an absolute train wreck. Um, but even with what happened with the Wish, we still never went negative. We told you guys what happened. We'll tell you guys always what happens. Why? I think we owe that to you guys when we do things. It's how we keep. That's how we keep our integrity. So I think it's really pretty simple. Yes, it's closed. I'm stuck at work. That's right. Fifi's right there too. So I bet you Crew's happy he got out right in time.
I don't blame him.
So yeah, I mean the boarding process, just so I say it, totally different from Port Canaveral
Oh my,
to
the
Port
real cruise.
Miami. It was a different process. I have to tell you, it was easy though. Like it wasn't complicated. Getting on the boat was really easy to do. Um, the signage kind of sucks in Port of Miami, but you know, like where you have
Like,
to be.
yes.
Yeah, so like that was bad, but other than that, it was pretty cool. Um, so yeah, Joe, there it just depends. Um, and other than that, I mean, getting off the boat, customs was even like as long of a line as it was really smooth to get through. Um, it was funny like the way that they interact with you. It's like 4 seconds. Yeah, okay, that's you. Goodbye. Um, so I thought that was pretty cool.
They didn't even need Bella's birth certificate. Like he's like, no, just yours and his. We're good.
He had her picture up on screen.
Like, okay.
Yeah. So, but and I mean, I can't say enough about how good of an experience, how relaxing it was. That was the nicest part, was to see Jen be able to chill out and shop for fun, even though she was still getting everybody's stuff. It was, I mean, it was good times. Uh, but we're looking forward to doing it again soon. And I think, like I said, the next one's not going to be Disney. I think it's going to be one of the others. But switching gears for just a second, a lot happened in Disney World, Disneyland news for travel. Christmas party. You should
Two.
you should switch yours. That would be so funny.
I
Um,
I can't get at them right now because I would put Halloween and Christmas ones on because
Captain
I was
Tuttle, she had a blast. She had so much fun, it was ridiculous. So she was upset when we got off the boat. But yeah, we had a great time, and I couldn't believe we could pull off the amount of streams that we did. So it was just fun, and it was great to take you guys along because it was weird not to do it on the Wish. So, but so we've got Jollywood this year, which they listened to me and they brought back Jingle Bell Jingle Bam, which I'm excited about.
we
Um,
will be getting tickets for that for the first night and live streaming it. That's the plan.
if we can't get the first night, we're getting the second one.
Because it looks like it's a Saturday night is the first night of it. So that is the plan. And then we'll be doing the Christmas party with our FP meetup in Magic Kingdom.
December 8th. So
Yes. But
we'll be putting
Jollywood looks
together.
fantastic. I told Bella there's a Phineas and Ferb character interaction. She went nuts. They're gonna have Powerline Max there as well. They're gonna do a couple. They're gonna have a Muppet, like Kermit and Piggy are gonna be hosting a show over in the theater that has what's that, Beauty and the Beast, and you see Jingle Bell Jingle Bam, and it was a no brainer. So they're not bringing it back for everybody. They're bringing it back for the party. I have a feeling those weeks before Christmas, when other APs are blocked out, they will probably bring it back during that time. That's my guess. Just like they bring the Christmas parade during the day during the week of Christmas at Magic Kingdom. So there's a very good chance. But we're gonna have Jingle Bell Jingle Bam live. I'm so
Yeah.
happy.
So that means 3 parties this year. We're going to be doing, obviously, we have our tickets for Not So Scary. And then we're going to be doing, so that'll be in what, August? And then
August.
November, we'll do Jollywood. And then in December, we'll do the Magic Kingdom.
Jollywood pricing, I believe, is between 159 and 179. If you are an AP, I believe you get $10 off of that. So and then the Christmas party, I think it's between 159 and 209. I know it goes higher once you're in December for the party at Magic Kingdom.
And if
But let me
you're an annual pass holder, do not contact us for tickets for this. Buy them yourself. You get to save money. If you are, if you're not an annual pass holder discount, reach out to us. We'll be happy to help you book your travel for it, even including all your tickets and do everything. But if you are an annual pass holder, we will do it for you. You're wasting money. If you're an annual pass holder, make sure that you take advantage of your discount on your ticket.
let
But
me get
yes,
price.
we're halfway to Christmas, so we got 6 more months, and some cool treats came out for treat yourself. So if there's anything that people want, treat yourself style.
There
We'll,
are 4th of July treats now available, but they're patriotic and they brought them out because Memorial Day is, Armed Services Month. So they brought them out. We have Memorial Day coming. Memorial Day was last month rather, but they brought them out early because Flag Day was the other day too. So they wanted to get those treats out. So there are red, white, and blue M&Ms on the crispy treats and some other items I did see.
yeah, and to everybody who
It is.
has been so patient with me on all of the reservations and everything. We needed a day to catch up. We're back at it. So we're back at work and we are back to doing everything. So we're getting reservations together for everybody. So if you still need reservations, contact us, fpentravel@gmail.com. We will be happy to help in any. Let's see if I have the correct background. Do I have the correct background? There it is.
There's the right email, I think.
Oh, let me see if this is it. Nope, that's the one we don't want. So we need to get rid of that one.
And a lot of holiday merch has been announced too on my front, not on the travel front.
Yes. So there's a ton of stuff that has come our way, and it's whatever we can do to help. That's what we're here for. Whether you're booking cruises, if you're booking anything, yes, we're new. Just we'll
Bear
get
with
it
us.
done. Just bear with us. We had a little bit going on, especially with the cruise coming up, and that's I'm great at multitasking, but not when I'm new. So we're back up and running, and on um, Monday Jen will be doing Character Warehouse. It sounds like international, 10 o'clock Monday morning, and then we're gonna have our Monday. We haven't discussed our schedule yet, but we'll have day and night streams coming. So it's going to be, they're going to flip flop between whether or not they're Character Warehouse or they're the park. We're going to flop them around a little bit, but you're looking at Fifi. Reach out to me on IG, and basically, the cool thing is we're going to be bringing you guys a lot of content from now on. Parks, shopping continuously. We have heard the emails. I promise. Jen and I were talking about it on the cruise as to what we were going to do. We talked about it beforehand. We actually talked about it on the Wish, and then kind of made some adjustments. We're going to make more adjustments. We hear you guys. So more Character Warehouse, more of the other stuff, so that we can have some fun with you guys. For those of you who are coming for the December meetup, I will be sending out some information here this week, so that this way we've got all of that done.
Christy,
And
Christy, to answer your question, I could tell you they have the beach wheelchairs, like with the beach wheels, like ready to go for you. That I don't know if there's an extra fee for rentals on those, but I saw the jogger beach strollers and I saw like people in the beach wheelchairs. I didn't I didn't see them actually on the beach per se, but I know they want to accommodate everybody that's coming to the island.
plus, I saw a woman who had a knee replacement who was on a walker. They actually got her own golf cart and took her back and forth.
Yeah,
So
they have the golf carts too that takes you around. So
they're pretty cool about everything. But if you have a certain need, you tell us up front when we're talking about it. This way, when I call into Disney, I can ask them the questions that are relevant to you. Because sometimes we try and fit ourselves to what we hear or see in others. Just tell us what's going on. We'll go ahead and get that taken care of. If there's something that they can do, we'll make sure that that we can provide that. And if Disney can't provide it, it may be something that our concierge service can provide. That's not related to travel, because we live here and we do have other contacts, and we are a concierge service. We do have other ways of getting things accomplished. So just let us know what that is, and we'll be happy to do it. So, Christy, what we could always do is if you reach out to the email down below, we'll set up a StreamYard meeting. So it's much like this. You'll come in, we do a video chat. So this way we can go through it pretty quickly, ask you some questions. And that's with anybody. If you book an appointment with us, we will give you as much time as it takes for us to sit there, and get everything booked and ready. And again, it's taken us a little bit. We're a little slow coming out of the gate, admittedly. But for those people who have been patient, we'll knock you over with service, and we apologize if it's taken so long. I've had a huge learning curve. So, but we enjoy serving others. We enjoy doing what we do. The travel aspect, it's computers and learning new programs and getting all the certifications. So, but we're happy to help. We're happy to do anything we can to make your vacation more magical. It doesn't matter where you're going or what you're doing. We're going to be specializing in Disney travel as well as all cruise ships. So that's why we're going to be doing a ton of cruising. And some of it is, they will let us go and do some of these FAM cruises. So we're going to do some of those and check them out and get on different boats. That's what I was wondering about, how to get to you. Yep, Christy, that's what we're here for. Yeah, and that's the thing, Roni, but the difference is I'm never going to tell you the wrong answer. I'll go find it. And, that's one of the things that we pride ourselves on is we've built several businesses through the years. And the way to do it, tell somebody you don't know and go get the information. Give the best service you possibly can. And that's what we do. But for those of you who are doing treasure treats, merch, treasure boxes, all that stuff is going out. Thanks, Captain Tuttle, everybody. But yeah, we have treasure boxes going out. We have Jen has so much merch downstairs. Tomorrow she will still be boxing everything up and still weighing everything to get out for Monday's delivery. So we will get as much out as possible. Treasure treats. If you guys are looking for them, we will pick them up on Monday and get them out for Tuesday for next week's delivery. So if there's anything treasure treats wise, FPE pickups, gmail.com. Anything that you guys need from a concierge aspect, just let us know what that is, and we're happy to help. What am I missing? We're travel agents. We are concierge. We do treasure treats, treasure boxes. Am I missing anything, kid?
No. Live stream the parks and shopping.
Hey, I forgot. We live stream the parks, don't we? So we live stream the parks. We're going to be doing more of that. More content coming out on this channel. We're going to have a lot of what happened on the Disney Magic will be coming out.
Oh, it is. Oh.
What?
It's a federal holiday on Monday. So there's no mail. I forgot about that.
So Tuesday?
I did see that. Is it? Wait,
but Jen has an extra 10 minutes on Monday that she can box stuff.
Yes.
So, but yeah, and that's basically it for now, everybody. I mean, we wanted to kind of just touch on, we don't have all of the information on some of the things came out this week. We got off the boat Thursday. We didn't get home until late Thursday night. Yesterday, we played catch up all day and again today. So we're just trying to get back in a rhythm for Monday. So yeah, Justin, thank you for that, buddy. We appreciate it. And then Heidi G, we saw Heidi. Was that yesterday? I'm losing track of days.
It was Thursday. We got home.
So,
2 days ago.
Yeah. So, and Heidi was amazing. We thank you so much. I mean, every time you come out, you're super big help. We appreciate it. Amanda, can you make payments like Disney? Yes. That's the cool part is if you want to go on different cruises, that's the idea is you book them out far enough in advance and then you make payments on them. So that's how you can do this. And you can have a lot of fun and you can add in a lot of things. So, like your excursions, you can pay for them up front. You can do prepaid gratuities so that all of your gratuities are paid. You can pay your port fees, taxes, all your stuff. When you walk off the boat, if you don't buy anything on board, you would owe $0. So it's kind of cool. But if you're interested, let us know. We'll be happy to, and we're going to be putting out some of those videos, like the do's and don'ts. What do you do? A lot of times, I think travel agents, the resort discount stuff, Sarah, that and some of the other things. Like I have like 15 emails from our Disney counterpart telling me what I needed to know, and I was like, oh, I guess I know what I'm doing tonight. I'm going to be sitting down and reading all night. That's funny, Disney Joe. So, it's but yeah, we're getting on top of everything, and just takes a little bit of time. Never been on a cruise, Amanda. I'm going to tell you right now, there's nothing in the world like it. I'm 100% addicted. I'm going to tell you that right now. So if anybody hears me talking about cruises a lot, it's because I love them. I can't believe I missed out for so many years on something so much fun.
Told
So,
him. Told
uh-oh.
you.
Hold that thought. Do you want to go out?
I can say hi and then I'll go out. It'll just be easier so I can get some stuff done. There he is.
I didn't do it.
He's at the Tiki Lounge or something. I don't know.
I've had a lot of tiki drinks.
So since it's 8:40, nah, I still can't do an "ooh, do you want to lay me" joke. But anyway, I didn't say it. Jordan did it. It's all his fault. Everybody, welcome in Jordan.
Why is it always my fault?
I don't know.
I thought it was Jonathan Chong or Mike Wheeler's fault.
Andy, we got you covered.
It's a small box, I think. Oh no, her bag. That's right. Okay, I know what.
That's
I know
what.
what it is. All good.
And did you want to add anything else, my dear?
No, I'm gonna get back to work and do some stuff because I think if I want, I can always add myself back in because I'll.
Hey, what's the drink of the day?
Well, mine is a dirty martini in about 10 minutes. So, other than that, I don't know. So, okay.
Can mine be a mango drink of sorts that comes up this way?
Yes, guava mango with a
Thank
twist. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Bye, everybody.
Jen. What's up, brother?
What's shaking?
How you doing?
We're living the dream as always.
So obviously you know a lot of what went on. So I'm going to let you do what you do, which is you have all the Disney news that I haven't been able to catch up on this week. So with that,
that's just unacceptable.
Well, that's what tonight's about. So since I have you here, I know that sailing itineraries came out. I know that some other Disney stuff came out. And I know it because you were posting it and sending it to me. So I know that you know what's going on because you know that you're in the know of the know.
But does that mean I know something of nothing or nothing of something?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
So what's going on with Disney cruising?
Yeah. So the fall 2024 itineraries came out as a sneak peek. Can't start booking until next week. But you'll notice it. So the Disney Treasure is not part of that itinerary booking. And the reason for it is because they don't want to set an expectation of a hardline date without getting that final confirmation coming from the shipyard in Germany. So we should be hearing that within the next couple of weeks in regards to when that hardline date will be. And then the fall itineraries will get updated in regards to when it's going to start sailing, when it's maiden voyages, media voyages. It has to do a couple of sailings first with crew as well, where they're like half and half type thing, where half are the guests and they'll flip it back and forth. Just so that way the U.S. Coast Guard can sign off on it, give them their papers, and they can start paying guests coming on board.
So for those of you who live in the United States of America, And if you have Disney Plus, you can go on and watch The Making of the Wish. Apparently in Canada, it's not available. That's not very nice.
No, they
But
don't like it.
if you live in the US of A, go watch it. It's pretty cool. By the way, Treasure's the same boat with a couple modifications and a little bit of differences, but it's basically the same process. So it'll be really cool. So to give you an idea of what to expect and what they're going to do. How long after we need to wait after the Treasure starts sailing for discounts to be accepted? What kind of discounts? You mean the ones from the Wish, Jill? Because
Yeah,
if that's the question, the answer is you can do it on the booking when we do the FPE meetup.
yeah. The only one you can't do it on is the maiden voyage.
It's only maiden voyage.
Yeah, maiden voyage is blocked out. So once that one's over with, then it becomes a free for all, and you can use, the discount that we got, even the 10% placeholder.
Yep.
You cannot use that on a maiden voyage either. That has to be after that one is done.
So you'll be able to apply 30% off.
Absolutely.
IDG, thank you. And yeah, that's a big thing. Yes, Joe, the initial voyage. So when we booked the Treasure for the FPE meetup, in theory, everybody who was on it except us will be able to use their discount. I'll still have the 10% placeholder, regardless, even if I go on another cruise between now and then. But yeah, I mean, it'll be cool.
Yeah, and I'm planning on doing a back-to-back ish cruise.
Yeah, I know. And I so want to, but I don't know. Disney's got to show me a little bit more. Like I need to go on something else to compare it to. Because the other thing I was thinking about is when you were saying about the Wish to the Treasure, it's going from brother to sister basically, and it's the same experience. And it's like I don't know. You and I are gonna have to talk about this one.
Well, for sure.
We're definitely gonna have to talk about this one because
Yeah.
I'm in, but yeah, trying to convince hubby that it would be better to go on the Treasure with everyone than visit her. That's a no-brainer.
Yeah. And that's easy for Dave and I to convince him. That's not a problem.
Yeah, like that. This one's easy. Like I could do this in a heartbeat.
Yeah. Well, and even we actually, the one day you and I started comparing prices to Dave, and I had priced out for Patrick and I to go on the Wonder of the Seas with Royal Caribbean, and it was going to cost an extra $3,000 for a same itinerary.
Yeah, Michael, it is a 7-day. It's going to take over the Fantasies route, so it's going to do Eastern and Western, so it's Saturday to Saturday. So it will be a 7-day cruise. It's going to be epic, and I'm going to tell you right now, I can't wait for it. I'm really excited about it. But one of the things, see, I almost want to do what you're talking about, but I think I almost want to do it with another cruise line, and it's so that like I go on the other one first, and then go on the Disney one with everybody and see the difference.
So that means I can start the party on the Disney cruises and then make sure I'm amped up to carry that over to the FPE one on the Treasure.
I don't know. I haven't figured it out yet. We're literally, I would say this week we'll have a lot of what we're going to be doing pretty much planned out.
Yeah.
For the next 2 years. I really want to make sure that we get that right. So, Jill, from what I understand, the one that we want to book should include Lighthouse Point, Castaway, St. Thomas, and then I think the other locations will be up in the air. If I had to guess, I think the other 2 locations will be up.
Yeah, so I've done the itinerary on the Disney Fantasy that does the Eastern Caribbean, and that goes to, so when you leave on the Saturday, you're at sea for 2 days. And then you hit Tortola in the British Virgin Islands on the Tuesday, St. Thomas on the Wednesday, you're at sea on the Thursday, and then Castaway on the Friday, and then back to port on the Saturday.
So, which one, if you had to guess, would you say that they're going to give up in order to bring in Lighthouse Point?
Tortola.
Huh?
Tortola in the British
You think
Virgin
so?
Islands. Yeah. Kathleen, no, you don't need a passport. You just need
Nope.
just valid government issued ID, like
As
a
long
driver's license.
as as long as you start and finish at the same place, it's called a closed loop,
Yeah.
and you're good to go as long as you have your birth certificate. Now, if people are going to start traveling, like we're going to get passports. Why? Because is it easier? Yes, it's easier. So
Yeah. And those who are traveling internationally, so like myself, for example, coming in from Canada, or if you're coming from another country outside of the U.S., that's when you have to have a valid passport. So U.S. citizens, no problem. You can use, again, driver's license, government issue that way there, as long as it has like your photo on it. But again, coming in from Canada, that sort of thing, then we have to have a valid passport in order to travel, get on board.
yeah, and I mean, what was really funny about it was they were stricter going out of the country than coming back.
Mm-hmm.
So when they checked us in at DCL, they went birth certificate to driver's license and compared. When we came back in, he took our driver's licenses, looked at it, looked at us, and said, "Welcome back."
Yeah, it's actually funny you mentioned that because when Patrick and I had traveled out of Port Canaveral getting on the cruises, the benefit that we had was the DCL crew member that was actually checking us in. He remembered who Patrick and I were from before. So he saw us in line and he's like, "Jordan, Patrick, my favorite Canadians, you're coming over to see us." And then he just took a glance at our documentation just really quickly to make sure it wasn't expired and it was matched up to our pictures in the system. And then he said, "Have a great cruise and we'll see you when you get back." So
So Sam wants to start a company that is Disney Lake Ontario Cruises. So you might want to jump in on that, Jordan.
yeah, well, seeing as Sam and I are about an hour and 15, hour and 20-minute drive apart from each other.
So just meet in the middle.
Yeah. Yeah, we could easily get that set up for sure.
Yeah. So I mean, there's a lot of benefits and a lot of bonuses to what we're going to be doing, and what we're going to do is, in some capacity, I'm going to add to the website the ability to want to join in an FPE event. And there's going to be, and I'll tell you guys right now, there's going to be certain things that aren't open. And if you're like, "Hey, but I want to jump in on that," no, we're doing our own thing. And I may even give you misinformation and tell you we're going to like somewhere else. No, I'm totally kidding. If it's on that calendar, it will be available for you guys to come along. Anybody who wants to join up, if we can get enough for group rates. Group rates, I'm going to tell you, everybody, it's where it's at. Jordan will tell you too. It doesn't take many to get a group rate. So, I mean, it could be 3, 4, 5 of us decide we all want to go to the same itinerary. So if you see something that's up there, we're going to tell you where we're going to be. And then if people want to join in, we'll turn it into, mini FP meetups and we'll have some fun. But the most important part is we'll all be saving money. And, that's a good thing. Like it's, but the ones that will be actual FP meetups, those will be scheduled way in advance from now on so that everybody has an idea. Like we're going to be scheduling a 7-day Royal Caribbean for next May. So this way everybody who missed out on this year's can really take advantage, get some of that time, pay that cruise down, pay it off. We're not going to try and do any of the earlier ones. We're going to go. And if somebody wants to join us, by all means, please do. We need more footage for this channel. So if we're going to have a travel channel, I think we should travel. I think that kind of goes along with it, so that this channel can start to generate the views that it needs, so that it can also start to bring in new subscribers, so we can grow this channel. And that's going to be the goal. So we're going to bring in a lot more people, make our community a little bit bigger for travel. You never know who you're going to meet. And the perfect personification of that is my last week. I was sitting with a family I didn't know, and I got to be honest with you, I didn't want to know. But it turns out afterwards, they got a kid that's my kid's age. They were great people. We had a lot of fun, and I was wrong.
Yeah. Well, and the one thing as well too, when you are going to be reaching out to Dave and Jen for any of the meetups or anything in general, or especially with the meetup, especially with the treasure, if there's the Royal Caribbean one next year, make sure you specify in the subject line as well too that it's Royal Caribbean in May, the 2024, or treasure. That way, at least it's easier to identify who's looking forward to going on which one, and that way then it's easier to kind of group it and book it and all that jazz.
So since you said that, I'm going to do this just because.
Was that a plug?
No, but I get this question all the time, and I realized that I should just go ahead and just show everybody. It makes life a lot easier. So here, let me bring this up. So there's
Well,
Florida.
while you're doing that real quick, Dave, I want to mention, so Michael had said something about with me using my poll to get our table on the deck 11 at 11 o'clock for FPE. If we have a lot of us, Michael, I will make sure that we get a whole section blocked off for us. And we'll make sure the bartenders are coming to us regularly.
That's right.
Yeah.
So right here, you see the Florida Park Explorers website. So if you were to click right here, you'll see right in the banner where it says contact FPE and then FPE meetup. It's right there. Okay. So if you drop over that, now if you say, oh, I can't find it, all you got to do is scroll down and right there, join the next FPE meetup. It's right here. And it will take you over to FPE meetups. Hey, I know those people.
Those are some pretty fancy people right there.
Those are some people I know. Now, here was the original cruise dates. These are no longer valid, so we'll be changing that up. This one, on the other hand, is valid. This is the December Christmas meetup here in Orlando. We're going to be having some fun. These dates are totally subject to change. I'm changing them like tonight. So that these will no longer be up there. So we're going to change that out a little bit. But just so you guys understand how to get to it, here's the FP meetup page. And then obviously if you want to go back home, boop, home. But it's all right there. And then anything you guys ever want should be on the homepage. If you guys ever need it, there's travel. And there's concierge. So if you were to click on to travel, you can book an appointment with us, and then you can also always go over to the concierge website, which is right there. So everything is linked together. If you guys ever need it, it's always there for you guys to utilize. We're going to be leaning in a little bit heavier onto the website in the coming days. The members only area will be up and running. You guys will actually be able to use it as your own social media platform as well. So that if explorers want to talk to one another, we'll be able to develop our groups in there. So that not everybody has IG, but we're going to be doing IG groups. So this way we can all talk like we did last time. And then we'll be moving it over at some point. Just cause. Just cause. That's fantastic. Oh yeah, well, just cause this. Thank you, Fifi. So we'll be putting everybody in IG groups, and then once I have the members only site built on Wix, we will have it so that you guys can actually socialize in there. So it'd be nice and easy, and everybody be able to contact one another that way. So it'd be cool. So tons of stuff coming. Anything else, Jordan?
I'm just looking forward to when we can start booking Disney cruises for next fall. That's
I want that date.
And that starts. I think I can book as of Tuesday. So I think it starts Monday, goes Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, depending on the category that you're in. And then next Friday, I believe it opens up to the general public for start booking. So now here's the kicker. So if you want to book one, make sure you get that information to Dave and Jen. If you haven't had a chance to take a look at the itineraries already, you can actually take a look at all of them. And right now, I think there's 119 cruises available that can be booked from October 1st up until the end of the year next year. So definitely lots to choose from. Anywhere from 3 nights, 4 nights, 5 nights, 6 nights, 7 nights, even up to I think 11 nights. Or was it 14? One of them. But make sure you get that information in, because Dave can get on that. And I know this might be a lot for Dave. 8 o'clock in the morning, Dave. You can start booking 8 o'clock in the morning.
I can stay up to 8 o'clock.
That's true, yeah.
Staying up to 8 o'clock in the morning is nothing. I'll do everybody's booking and then I'll go to bed.
Yeah.
Actually, then I'll do the character warehouse stream, and then, you know what? I just won't sleep.
You're not going to be sleeping for quite a while.
I'm good with that. So,
but yeah,
yeah,
no,
but I mean,
if you're interested, make sure you reach out with all your particulars and details, or if you have any questions, put them out there. Dave and Jen can answer them. And if it's Disney cruising related as well too, if I can jump in as well too, if need be, to help answer some of them. But we can even put a hold down for 72 hours. As long as we have all the details, name, address, phone number, email address, all the names, phone number, mailing address. That way, at least we have their profile, and they can hold for 72 hours if you want to think about it.
Apparently, we're about to get some rain, because guess what? That boom you just heard was not thunder. That was the beginning of Happily Ever After, and there's thunder out there. So that means Tinkerbell's not flying, and they said, hey, we're going to go 13 minutes early because there's a storm a-coming. So, but yeah, I mean, look, at the end of the day, let me say this to you guys. You all know I was petrified of heights. I have videos of me in a glass elevator a couple of days ago going up and down 10 flights pinned against the glass. Like, I don't even care anymore. Does that mean I'm going on Tower Terror? No. Am I going into Skyliner? No. Am I very comfortable at sea? Yes. I absolutely love doing this. It is highly, highly addictive. It is really, really a lot of fun. If you've never done this, you are totally missing out. I did not realize how much I was missing out until the first one, and then this one just solidified it. I am addicted to Disney cruising. I'm addicted to cruising in general. This is the best thing ever. You're going to see us doing as many of these as I can justify while we build our travel business. I mean, it's just what we do.
Yeah. Well, and I'll have to say the best part, though, is that when I got the private tour with you while you were going in that glass elevator, and it was like nothing.
Nope. Jordan, as a matter of fact, for those of you who don't know, Jordan got his own meet and greet with Mickey. So we took him up when we went and did our Pirate Day. We went to go meet Mickey Mouse, and I FaceTimed Jordan. Jordan had was that the day of your surgery?
No, the day after, Tuesday.
That was the day after. So we took Jordan up the elevator, took him over to Mickey, and Mickey actually, I think he spent more time with you than he did with us.
I think so.
I'm pretty sure he did. He heard 15 cruises and said, hold on a second. I got to make sure I'm nice to this guy. he's platinum. I need to make sure that I give him some extra attention. So, but that's half the fun of it. And it was a lot of fun. But
It
yeah,
was a blast.
I even was at the overhang on the ship where you go over the edge of the boat and you stand over the edge. So
yeah, you're standing over the water on the edge.
Yep. I was everywhere. So if you're apprehensive, I promise you it goes away very quickly. I don't know why you feel the way that you do, but it was kind of an amazing thing. It was a lot of fun. The back of the boat right here, nope, over here, nope, over there, there we go. So right there, that little glass curve right here, that is a glass bridge. I went out to it. So just saying. But it's a lot of fun. Well, I think we did our damage for the week. What do you think?
Much more damage to come.
That's next week. So Everybody, if you have any questions, fpentravel@gmail.com. If you're looking to book travel, fpentravel@gmail.com. If you want to be a part of what we're doing, fpentravel@gmail.com. If you need our concierge pickups, fpepickups@gmail.com. You can go to our website. Just tell us what you want. Go in there, hit a contact form. It's easy. FloridaParkExplorers.com. So with that, we had an absolute blast. It was, to use the term, it was magical. We had a great time. Bella went nuts. She was adorable. We're going to have tons and tons of videos coming out this week, everybody. So make sure you got your notification bells on for this channel, and you're going to start seeing some things happen on this channel a lot more. We have great content from the Wish, from the Magic. We're going to be putting out all of it. I had a ridiculous interaction with Captain Hook again. He has rapidly become my favorite character on the boats. It's really funny how you can screw with him. So, but yeah, we're back at it, and I want to say thank you on behalf of Jordan for everybody who reached out for him, everybody who asked about him, what was going on with Jordan and everything, but his surgery. I mean, we couldn't have asked for it to go any better. He's got some things coming up, in the future, but no rehabs, no anything else, and just some stuff that he's got to take care of. But other than that, we appreciate him so much. He's such a huge part of this community, and we're glad that everything went, as good as it could.
Yeah. Well, I was in the live stream, later on that day?
I don't understand you, but yes, you were. So, but from this community to you, thank you for everything you do, brother.
Yeah, you want to know what? It's a community that I love. So that's never going to change, and we'll continue causing more Disney mayhem like we always do. That's just how we work.
Yeah,
and I'll never stop being the usual me.
That's right. Yeah. But anyway, I know that Jen's not coming back in because Jen's like, no, enough of you. I will see you all on Monday. So tomorrow is Father's Day for all of you out there. Fathers, happy Father's Day. It's you take it easy. I don't know why we do Father's Day in June. There's no sports. Why they don't do this in like October? I don't get it. But give me hockey and football. That's what freaking Father's Day is about. Like doing nothing, sitting in your underwear,
having drinks, pizza, and beer. And
right? I want some chili. I want it to be somewhat cold.
Yeah. Ribs.
Give me Father's Day when it matters. Anyway,
I want a bucket of brisket.
I'll take a bucket of brisket. But a happy Father's Day to everybody out there who has one, knows one, is one, something. I don't know. But Monday we are back at. I got to get back up to that video. Hold on.
Oh,
killing me!
Hold on, dude.
Anyway, but yeah, happy Father's Day to everybody. Thank you, Fifi. How do you know Fifi's bored? Fifi's in our room tipping us. She's like, the Knights have taken over. But yes, we'll be back next week. Monday, Jen will be at Character Warehouse International. We will be doing treasure treats. We also have a park on Monday. Tuesday, but we're back at it. All next week, be paying attention to our schedule. We're going to have a lot of, which you're on screen for, come on. Hold on. You know what? Just for that, I'm still doing it. Before you say anything else, how about this? I'll tell you what.
You should know better. It's me.
I'm like, I'm literally trying to figure out like what I was supposed to say, and I saw that come up, and I'm like, does that say Jordan? I'm like,
Sorry,
killing
not
me.
sorry.
It was just like, really, you're killing me. But yeah, so next week we're back at it on Florida Park Explorers. We'll be killing it. Tons of videos, short videos coming out here. 3, 4, 5, 8 minutes. Some of them may be shorter. You're going to see some shorts come out as well on both channels. Tune in, hang out. We got a lot of content coming for you guys, and plenty.
What are you going to?
Blasco's like, hold on, mic drop. Fifi, thank you. Brian Wasco, thank you. You guys are killing me right now. This is just funny. I'm like, hey, oh, I'm actually having to read tonight. Hi, I'll tell you what. You guys are killing me. So, where did I leave off? Oh, wait, I know. I didn't even. Do you know what the funny thing is? I just looked at my show notes and realized I didn't get to half of it. I was struggling to remember one of the things that we did, like the fact that we did not have a Marvel Day at Sea, and we'll talk about that next week. Like we were a Batman, and then followed up by a few. Followed up by a Batman. So speaking of superheroes, we didn't have our superheroes. Sam, yes. We did not have Marvel Day at Sea. Okay. I'm going to get this out. I promise.
You might need a drink first, Dave. There we go.
So no Marvel Day at Sea. We didn't meet one superhero, but the Royal Gathering was amazing, and we'll have pictures of that next week. We got to meet 5 princesses. I lost a finger, lost a hand. And then we're going to go over next week the comparisons of Magic First Wish and the food. We're going to be talking about that as well. So we're going to make some comparisons. And cruising versus Disney park food. I want to bring that into it. So I want to see, give you guys some comparisons when we're doing this show. But during the week, it'll be straight up. And Andy saying, I won't go silenced. That's fantastic. Thank you, Andy. Thank you, everybody. So, yeah, and as Jen put, you just have to reserve a spot for the Royal Gathering, but it is worth it. It's free, and they do spend a lot of time with the kids. It's really, really, I think it's one of the things where Disney actually gives back. I think they do a good job, and they should. I want it in the game. That's great. Thank you, Andy. But yeah, it's kind of really funny. And guys, don't mind me. I'm so sunburned right now, and it picked right at this exact second for me to have an itch, and I apologize. Oh, I feel so much better. My skin hurts so bad. So anyway, but yeah, I think I might actually get through all this next week. But we have a ton to go over, and a ton of video to show you guys, because we could sit up here and talk all day, but showing you is so much more fun. This way we can kind of dive into it. Now I'm broke. Unbelievable.
She's like, sorry, not sorry.
Yeah, well, Jill, that's why I had to go up my shirt, and I'm like, this is a class act. Hold on a second. I'm my own puppet. I mean, it was like, come on. So anyway,
Yeah.
But we will be back on this channel next Saturday. We'll have other things coming out. And then obviously Florida Park Explorers for all things that you guys need. Always check us out on Instagram. We always have updates as to where we are, what we're doing, what our schedule is going to be. We're going to be more interactive with you guys. As we said in the past, we get more and more interactive as I come up with more and more ways to do so. If you guys have any suggestions, please reach out to us as to how we can best serve you. But for Jordan, for Jen, I'm the Bear Shark, and just saying, I hope you guys enjoy what we're doing. I want to keep it magical. And until the next time we meet, we'll see you real soon.
And I'll say, we'll see you on the Lido deck.
Oh, there's so many words that rhyme with that. And by the way, that's now your new catchphrase for your channel. See you on the Lido. Like, if you don't use that, I'm stealing it.
I'll copyright that tonight.
Good luck. Mods, best in the world. Our members, thank you guys so much. And everybody who comes in and supports us for all the craziness that goes on. Thank you guys so much. And until next time.
Dave.
Oh, no.
So
I walked away for 1
Anonymous.
second. It's Anonymous. It's an Anonymous. I know Anonymous. Anonymous is, just so that everybody knows, is Mickey and Minnie's niece. Anonymous.
Oh boy.
What did she put in this?
Well, she probably put in that special cocktail that Patrick had talked to you about that you like drinking.
This is very good. Anonymous, Fifi, Jordan, and Wasco. Guys, thank you so much.
Don't forget Andy.
Huh?
Andy.
And then I hate losing. Wait a second. Yes, hold on. I hate losing. And Andy. Y'all are nuts. We appreciate it because you fit in well in an FPE community with a guy who's wearing a Captain Mickey shirt. So, all aboard. Doot, doot.
Sorry, Fifi.
Huh? I'm going to legit try and get out of here before something else goes. Oh, wait. Fireworks. Are we done? Thank you.
And hopefully next week I'll have some construction updates on the Disney Treasure and on the other cruise ship that they had purchased. That is me going out of Singapore, and that's supposed to set sail in 2025. But there's still one more ship in the Triton class after the Treasure that's supposed to be coming in as well, too. They're going to have 3 sister ships.
Well, what's really funny is I actually have an update for you on that boat, the one for Singapore. So I heard something, too. But until next week, everybody, before some other shenanigans happens that I can't control, I am saying good night to all, and to all a magical night. Take care, everybody.
Good night.